Many mouths to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
So what do you mean to say like Raven did when she was black?
I mean, I told you in the first interview, I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some, I do, yeah.
Not to you, right?
Well, this wasn't me. This isn't me.
You got a fucking warrant for your arrest. What's wrong with you? Your warrant.
Yes, sir.
Out of LA County. Okay? You got a possession, you have a PC-1.
If you, like myself, are a kid born in the 90s, or just someone who enjoyed watching Disney Channel in the 2000s, then without a doubt, I'm sure you've heard of a show called That's So Raven. The main star was Raven-Symoné, who we all knew from Cosby Show fame, but there was another child star who stole scenes every time he appeared on That's So Raven, and that actor's name is Orlando Brown. He played the charismatic and funny Eddie Thomas on the show and played Raven's best friend. It would seem to most people watching the hit TV show that Orlando had it all, a star on a kids' TV show and access to everything that Hollywood has to offer. And that's what leads us here today. Because behind the scenes was somebody dealing with a lot of personal demons that will come to a head after the hit television show ended on Disney. Like many of his Disney star peers, Orlando fell on really bad times. He would find himself in the media for all the wrong reasons, dating back years ago for his wild and outlandish interviews.
Many mouths to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
So what do you mean to say like Raven did when she was black?
I mean, I told you in the first interview, I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some, I do, yeah.
But what do you mean by that she was black part? Are you saying
Well, that's because of what she said.
So is she no longer black?
That's what she said.
Oh, she did say that.
Yeah, she did, Vlad. Come on, Vlad, don't make me sad.
Okay, yeah,
You're doing me bad.
Yeah. How did you feel when you heard her say that?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
I felt like, you dumbass. Don't you know that the Cosby's was a predominantly black show, motherfucker? That's your whole audience.
Not predominantly black.
But at the end
all
of the
black
day,
shows.
I mean, like I said last time, I stand by her. If she feels like she's Britney Spears, then all by God, let her be Britney Spears, goddammit. You trying to do some real shit out here. You know what I mean? I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And
That ooshkash muash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy? Diddy. God.
You got. I mean, I'm looking through your Instagram right now. You said sometimes people try to destroy you precisely because they recognize your power, not because they don't see it, but because they see it
And don't want it to exist.
They don't want it to exist. Explain that.
It's self-explanatory.
They're just jealous of you, basically.
Yeah.
You've gone through that a lot.
Every day of my life.
Every day of your life.
These aren't the statements of a man who is sober-minded. Now, at one point, he was even on the Dr. Phil show for his issues. A child star who was once looked at as a bright young star was now a young actor in the midst of a horrific downfall spiral. He would even make claims against other actors and even his former co-star, Raven-Symoné.
And let's keep Orlando as Eddie, and let's find, Chelsea. So they went with that idea, and it was magical. It was really, really magical. And then
we didn't find out it was going to be called That's So Raven until the last stages of it. But at the end of the day, I just remember, you know what I'm saying, sitting there with Ray, and Ray was looking at me, and I was looking at Ray, and everybody, and we looking at everybody in there. I just hope I get the job. I just really want to go back to work. I was like, me too, bitch, me too. But
like, you know, Drake is Raven. I'm gonna just keep it real. So, you know, for me to be like, oh yeah, Drake is Raven, no, nigga, yeah, he's transsexual, he's really Raven Simone, and you know what I mean. So but look at the love that I'm showing him, knowing what it is though. I still love you. I still know what it is. But nigga, at the end of the day, you're Raven, nigga.
This fall from grace is one we have all watched and commented on in one way or another. And to be honest, I even found myself laughing at some of the clips, and I am partially to blame also then for these recent outbursts, I think personally. At this point, we haven't seen Orlando Brown in an acting role in years, and the only bit of relevancy that he does find is from doing interviews and providing click-worthy quotables that he knows people will either shake their head at or laugh at, like these clips.
As fuck. Guess what? Yeah, right. Who cares about that? You got me fucked up. You sound like shit. Your life is over. You look like this. You're broke as fuck. You can't even buy me shit. Exactly. Thank you. You're welcome. You're broke as fuck. She has nothing. She has nothing.
Where?
Go in. Exactly. I'm gonna give it to this motherfucker now. You see that? Go in. Yeah, go in, motherfucker. Guess what? Have you been where I've been? Do you know anybody in the world? No, you don't. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Bitch, I made you. Because
in what could have truly been a wonderful, successful career for a young black man out of California became one of the most tragic stories in recent time. He went from people laughing at his jokes on one of the biggest shows in Disney history to being the subject of hundreds of jokes at his expense. I don't know what it is about watching the fall from grace of people that we once looked up to, but it's a sight that people will always flock to see. It's why we watch reality television and documentaries. The idea of watching somebody else take a fall from grace often gives people a sense of feeling better than, because at least for that time being, we can always say, damn, at least we ain't that down bad. But we're wrong for looking at it through these lenses. I personally struggle with a lot of things, none drug related, but struggle is struggle. Me personally, just like Orlando, have been homeless and slept outside at bus stops and in storage units. I've broken into laundry rooms and have done many other things when I was at a point in my life when I thought I had no hope. Now I can look back and speak on those things with a smile on my face because I made it through. And I have the same hope that maybe one day Orlando can pull himself out of the downward spiral that he currently finds himself in. Sadly enough, he is one of many in a long line of child actors who found themselves hitting rock bottom after reaching such highs in Hollywood that only few get a chance to actually experience. As we sit here today, this is the story of a young man who fell from stardom and to this day continues to go on interviews and make wild statements for shock value.
You see the kids? It's all about the kids. When you stick your dick in some vagina, I was telling him about the vagina. Now when he sticks his penis in some vagina,
what a millions fucking
and
you
he
talking
busts
about?
his nut inside of the vagina, then he'll have children. Like I have children inside of me. I'm a man.
Where the fuck the
Stuck
millions
my
at,
penis inside of the vagina, and I spend millions on my children. Not your lies.
Sad isn't even the word to describe this behavior, and that's where I'll leave this. I wish I could say that Orlando was doing better, but that interview was posted about 2 weeks ago. So as far as I can see, he is clearly still battling the same battles after all these years. What once started as a promising career is now a career that not even the best doctors could revive. I saw a few years ago in an interview, he tried telling viewers that he was sober and doing okay. But as we see here today, I guess he has fallen back in hard times. Let's send a prayer his way and just hope that he makes it through these hard times. I thank you for watching the video. This is Playoffs in Love. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. The Cash App is Playoffs in Love. All donations are much appreciated and will help the channel grow. This is your boy. I'm out.